you also read about after these experiences, people often have a greater appreciation for kind of intelligence in nature, maybe kind of realizing that we have more in common with nature than we might otherwise think.
Yeah, that's very common in people who have these transcendental mystical experiences, is afterwards feeling what Albert Schweitzer called a reverence for nature, uh, and for everything that's alive, that the tree is kind of a companion in the world to be respected, and not just a bunch of wood for your fireplace, you
Yeah.
know? And yeah, respect for other ways of being, both in humanity and in the world is at large,
Right.
yeah, which just might help us save our planet if a few more
Absolutely.
people wake up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that we can't
Yeah,
keep polluting it. We got to start caring for it. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. I feel like the experience, the mystical experience of, transcending your sense of self, realizing that you're not really this little ego, when you realize that, you realize that, I guess, you have more of an appreciation for the fact that you are a product of nature, right? You are thrust into existence by all these natural processes in the world. Um, and so it makes sense that you would then have this reverence. You'd respect, see nature as more like you. But it's also that loss of the ego that gives people this ability to overcome the fear of death, right? As well, that we were talking about with cancer patients, and people
Yeah.
also there's a similarity with the visionary experiences and near death experiences as well, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it's not only getting over the fear of death, but it's getting over the fear of life. You know,
yeah,
you know, I like the Buddhist theme that we are given one precious human life. You know, 100 years probably at the most, and much less for many of us. And we might never have been, but by some miracle we are, and we're having this adventure. Uh, Boy, don't take it for granted.
yeah.
Uh, how can we make it most beautiful, most productive, most meaningful? What what's unfolding in this little moment in history that we can contribute to? You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I think so maybe finally a good place to turn would be your kind of vision for the future in this area. So you write about, I think it could be used in palliative care, right? Like kind of helping people through the dying process in a far more systematic way. That's one application.
Actually, that's becoming real.
Yeah.
In fact, uh, this within a month or so, the first offering of psilocybin therapy in an oncology center, as opposed to a university research department, is happening right here in
Oh wow.
just about a mile from FDA headquarters, actually, in Bethesda, Rockville, Maryland, the Aquilino Cancer Center. And they provide chemotherapy and surgery and radiation and mental health care. And among the offerings of mental health care is psilocybin therapy, you know?
Wow,
And
that's great.
initially, it's in a research context, trying to prepare people in groups to make it less expensive and more likely to be covered by insurance and Medicare. But it's really happening. And if that's successful, that may spread very rapidly through oncology centers throughout the world, actually, to
Yeah,
help
that'd be wonderful.
people with cancer diagnosis live the time that's left more fully,
Right.
and not
Yeah.
just lie in bed feeling sorry for yourself and preoccupied with pain